Recording in progress. I'd like to call to order the Design Review Board meeting, City of Milton, for January 3rd, 2023. So the meeting's been called to order. Next, I'd like to ask you to stand and do the Pledge of Allegiance. I
pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
All right, with that out of the way, the next agenda item is introductions of our staff and board members.
Robin McDonald, zoning manager.
Michael Cardeman, Planner 2. Casey Robinson, Bethany Ben.
Doug Haney, Bethany Way.
Reed Casey, Bethany Road.
Charlie Roberts, Freemanville Road. Next, I would, first meeting of the year in January, we elect a new chairman and a vice chairman. So we're going to take a minute to do these elections. So do I have a nomination for chairman?
I'd like to nominate Charles Roberts for chairman.
I'll second that. If you have
All-
to second,
all-
you second that?
Mhm. All in favor?
Aye.
Motion passes. Next, we'd like to elect a vice chairman. Do we have a nomination for our vice chairman?
Nominate somebody who's not here.
Yes, you can. I checked that. Yeah, you can nominate somebody who's not here.
Okay, good. That way we don't have to accept it. I'm just kidding. So Ken Warlick for vice chairman of Design Review Board.
Do I have a second?
I'll second that.
All in favor?
Aye.
Motion carries. So we've elected this year's officers. Next item on the agenda is approval or amendment of the agenda.
I will make a motion. This was the one that was published, so we don't have to amend it. I'll make a motion to approve tonight's agenda.
Do I have a second?
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Motion carries. Next, let's approve the minutes of the December 6th, 2022, or give us any amendments to that December agenda. Any amendments or changes? Any discussion?
No.
Can I have a-
I'll make a motion to approve the meeting minutes from December 6th.
I'll second it.
All in favor?
Aye.
Motion carries. All right, the next part of our meeting tonight is demolitions. And the first case is 5A. Is the applicant here?
I just spoke to him on the phone. He thought the meeting was at 7, but he was asking if it can be deferred to next month. So
I hate that because this is
Easy peasy.
the best package we've ever
Yes.
I
seen.
So
overheard you
thorough.
say that. It's up to you. I mean, usually
Never-
I
Thi-
believe you
never had-
only act when the applicant is here, but
Hey, jump online.
I think you tell us the rules, but this is so well done, so obvious. Want to compliment the applicant, best we've seen in 5 years. So it's item 5A, 13975 Cogburn Road. Can we vote on this with,
I mean, you can go ahead. It's just, there's no rule that says you can. It's just been the practice of the board.
all right, so let us acknowledge that the applicant is not here. Is there anybody in opposition of this case?
There is not.
With no opposition, I'll close the public hearing. I'll ask the board for discussions and what their direction would be on this application.
Commend the packet for a demo.
No discussion.
No discussion. Can I get a motion to approve?
I'll make a motion to approve the demolition of 13975 Cogburn Road.
Do I have a second?
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Motion carries.
Okay. Oh my goodness, it's so freaking loud.
All right, the next case, and we're going to move to courtesy reviews. And this is case 6A, 3000 Heritage Walk, Suite 301. It is a courtesy review. This board does not vote. We recommend to the BZA on our thoughts, and we send that on to them. Is the applicant here?
She is, yeah.
All right, could you come forward?
audience. You give her a hard time.
Seriously. I'm a little nervous.
Actually, he is my. This is my husband, Greg Chandler, and he's going to be here to hear for me because I'm having an issue with some hearing, temporary issues. So, my name is Lisa Chandler, and do you want me to go ahead and get started, or do you
Speak
have
up
questions
just a little
for
bit,
me?
Lisa, just because the rain.
Speak louder.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, maybe angle. There you go.
Okay.
That's better.
Do you want me to go ahead and get started with my presentation? Okay. So we are asking for a use permit. I currently own a company called Something to Talk About. We are a wedding planning and design company, and Something Weddings and Events will be the new company that we're asking for the permit for over at Heritage Walk. We're wanting to utilize the third floor of that building for an events venue, an assembly hall. So what we would be doing there is offering a space for clients to come and book their weddings, graduations, any type of celebrations there. And we will also be offering full service planning as well. So it will be basically a one-stop shop for them. On the interior, we will be doing the build out, and it will include a bridal suite, a groom suite, a kitchenette for caterers, 2 bathrooms, and an office/storage area, as well as a ballroom that will encompass, I think, about 2,400 square feet of the space. And we will operate during the week. It will be primarily consultations, venue tours, planning. People will be able to come in and choose all of their details for their events during the week. That will be the function. And then from Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, we will be hosting those events. And we're asking for a 150 person max, although we are marketing towards a smaller group. The 50 to 100 is our target market, but we'd like the flexibility of the 150 just in case we get any events where the client says, oh, I think I'm gonna have 100, but we might have 120 or something. So that's why we're asking for the use permit, as we know that parking was an issue or consideration for us. And so we've been proactive in coming up with solutions so that we don't cause any parking issues. We have an account with the Fulton County Schools, and I have documentation that they are listed as additionally insured on our insurance so that we can rent the Fulton County School parking lots. I know there's 3 schools that is right here in the area, and I've already applied for use of one of them for an upcoming event. It's an easy process, but we also, in addition to renting school parking lots, we have relationships with shuttle companies. We have the building owner has a contract that he gave me a copy of with a valet service so that parking can be off-site as well. And I think I've covered it all. Also, we are going to be offering in our full package Uber and Lyft vouchers so that people don't even have to drive. And I think that's going to be very attractive, especially to the younger crowd. But those are some of the ways that we are planning to eliminate any parking issues. So, and I'll be happy to answer any questions if I didn't cover any. If you have any concerns that I didn't cover.
All right, let's see. First, is there any opposition to this case?
No.
Okay, no opposition. I'm going to close the public hearing and ask the board if they have any questions that they'd like to ask you.
So you've clearly watched some of our prior meetings where parking has been probably one of the biggest issues that we've had around some of these types of of things. So have you have secured Fulton County, the schools, as options for parking?
Yes, and I have a copy of my, they just requested that we list them as additionally insured.
So as long as you have them listed on your insurance, you have the ability to park there. There's no lease, no term contract, no nothing like that?
Yeah, no, it's not. So basically, when we need to utilize their space, we just go into the system, make sure it's available for the date that we're looking for, and put in our request. And as long as it's available, they have all our credentials that they've already approved us for.
So you have to get approved every time. Every time you need to still get approved, correct?
No, well, not to utilize the spaces, only if there are, let's say, other events. Like, for example, I know that Crabapple uses the school over there at Crabapple Crossing. They use their parking lot, and that's one of the ones we like because it's so close. Excuse me. So we don't have to get approved to use it, only if there's another event happening that day at the same time, then we would have to get approval to maybe mark off a certain number of parking spots. But it's not even my intention to go there. If we have, like, for the example, the big arts festival I know happens here, I would offer the client the Lyft or Uber vouchers instead, so that they don't even have to think about trying to come over here and find parking, or we don't have to coincide our parking needs with the Crabapple Festival.
Right. That was going to be my specific question, not around the Crabapple Fest, but around those 6 Friday nights during the fall when Milton has a football game and all those parking lots over there jam-packed. What would be your plan for those nights?
So for those nights, well, we're hoping to have really small events, especially on Friday nights, but we would do one of our other options, maybe park at one of the further schools and then just shuttle people over with one of the companies that we have worked with.
And have you already got a lease with this building owner?
Yes, we signed our lease in April of last year.
What's taking so long?
Building.
Them finishing the building?
Yes, we're, working, trying to find general contractors and, getting the building going. That's where the delays have come in.
All right, so what do we think about parking? We've limited people in the past to more like 100, 125, just because now there are 3 or 4 event centers, and we are concerned about parking for everyone.
Yeah, I was just out in California this summer for a wedding, and for both the rehearsal dinner, which was on a boat, and for the wedding itself, we shuttled from where we were all staying to those venues. And that didn't seem like that was an issue. I mean, it was fine. They had, I think, 2 or 3 buses that came and picked everybody up and took everyone there and brought everyone back. And it was nice. It limited everybody's driving, but it allowed those event spaces or a boat to accommodate that. Yeah. So when you say limo companies do that, that's what you're thinking is somebody with a big charter bus that could, or not
passenger,
a full-size bus, but something larger.
Yes,
to be
like a
able to bring-
shuttle bus. The ones that we like are 35 to 50 people.
Yeah, like the size of a church bus. Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay.
And we've worked with the companies. We've already spoken with them. They know exactly what we are wanting to do. They are available to us and have done a great job shuttling our guests in the past. And and I actually have 2 or 3 companies that are going to be my go-tos.
What did the space that we did over, what was the capacity that was?
Fire marshal had something to say about that one, but I can't remember what it was.
I think it was around 210, but that was way over what they were anticipating.
They come in
having.
something
And
and
so I think it
Maybe
was
like
down to
150, I think,
Came
didn't it?
down lower, right? Because
We-
you had a
we settled
subsequent
at
conversation.
150.
It was 150, yeah. And this is one
50.
150 also?
Actually, very similar size, so basically the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
I think. Do you guys have access to the 4th level, the rooftop? Is that like
There's a stairway on the outside of the
Yeah.
building to get.
is that a
and an
thing up
elevator.
there? I can't remember when we approved that. If that's a
So basically it'll be a finished space. I mean, it's a occupiable space, but we've spoken that they can't have events up there. But if somebody wants to go up there and take pictures or, take their drink up there, then they can do it, but they can't have like organized, okay, I'm having my party on the 4th floor. That's not the
But they're
intent
going to
of
have it on the 3rd floor and everyone's going to grab a drink and head upstairs.
yeah, I mean that's where I go.
Yeah, me too. But we would allow that. That's fine.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I
It's
think,
not adding any people
Yeah.
to the space.
yeah, and I think Ms. Chandler would make that clear with the clients. That
Yes.
it's not meant to be the permanent space for the event, but
Well, if you're
Yeah.
not serving food and drinks, it won't be the permanent space,
Right,
but people
right.
will go up there.
Right.
Yeah.
All receptions will be held on the inside of the building.
A lot of competing space. Good for business.
Right.
Yeah, I mean this could be good for a lot of businesses in Crabapple. I don't know that I have a major of an opinion other than you put together a pretty good packet and certainly presented some good solutions around options around some of our big concerns around parking.
Parking, no
Mhm.
doubt. Agreed.
And one or all three of you make your recommendation we can send forward.
I don't know that I really have a major recommendation here, Charlie.
But you'd recommend, we don't have a problem with it, and we'd recommend them approving it.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, so the board's saying, Michael, we're going to recommend that we don't have a DRB issue that we have uncovered, and we'd recommend approval. Sounds like a great use. We don't see any issues. It's an interior, it's not an exterior design of the building. There's not anything that is in our realm to cause us to have a problem with it. Is
11
everybody in
11
agreement?
PM was the kind of what was decided on other things around there. Is that right? That's,
That's what's in the ordinance. Sir.
yeah.
Yeah.
that's what, the use permit allows up
Yep.
to.
10 PM on Sunday and 11 PM. on
Yeah.
Friday.
Friday, Saturday.
So are all four of us in agreement?
I think so.
Absolutely.
So Michael, that's our recommendation to BZA. Good luck. And after a year, it'd be exciting to get open, right?
Yes, awesome. Thank you.
All right, well, thanks for coming in and good luck with
Wish you the
BZA.
best.
Yeah.
Yes, thank you. all.
Appreciate your time.
Okay, this should be the fastest DRB meeting we've ever
It
had.
is.
Which is a great way to start the year.
15 minutes.
We are sitting here on final reviews. We have none. New business, I guess under old business, I would say, everybody knows about the upcoming meetings on the district at Milton. Casey, do you know about those?
Yeah, I got it on the calendar.
I'd love for everybody to be there and see those and y'all be involved in the community's discussion and hear it. It's exciting. It's exciting that staff's got these 3 meetings set up. And we'll know a lot more on what the public thinks after the 3 meetings. And then I'm sure over the next couple of years, 3 or 4 years, you're going to see a lot of things come before this board about the district. So with that, I guess I'd ask for a motion to adjourn.
Yeah, I'll make a motion to adjourn.
Unless you don't have anywhere to go for another hour, and then we can sit around and
Yeah.
talk to Robin and Michael.
That's fine.
Do y'all have business with us? Do you need anything with us?
That's their
Good.
children.
That's just
their
that's
support
just the
group, yeah.
team. That's the team. All right. Well, did I get a motion to adjourn?
We're
Yep.
good. A second.
Second? All in favor?
Aye.
We're adjourned.
Very good.